Welcome back, everyone. You know, when it comes to parenting, there's all kinds of magazines and books out there for moms, but not so many for dads.
Former U.S. Marine Armin Brott is here with some great tips for fathers. He's the author of a series of books on parenting, the most recent being The Military Father, a hands-on guide for deployed dads. Welcome to Daytime, Armin.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
You're a father of 3.
I am.
And they are how old?
20, 17, and 7.
Oh, boy.
What a range.
Yeah.
Well, at least one of them is talking to me at all times.
Good.
That's true, because they go through those phases where there's just like, you know, to heck with you, Dad, you don't know what you're talking about.
Best way to communicate is through a recently slammed door, I think, is the way that it works. Yeah.
But have you not found that the 20-year-old all of a sudden has gone, holy cow, you know what, Dad did know what he was talking about.
Oh, I've had these moments with her when I was helping her with some paper where essentially she said, you're not as dumb as I thought you were. So
funny how
those are the moments you live for.
Really. Let's talk about the common denominator among most new dads. Fear.
It really is. I mean, so many of us have come into fatherhood without really doing a lot of babysitting or baby handling, and so there's this fear of, oh my God, I'm going to drop this baby, or what am I supposed to do with this thing?
This is depending on you for life, you and Mom.
It is, and the thing that I try to get across when I'm teaching classes or just talking to people is, you're not going to do anything that's really terribly dangerous. And even if you accidentally, you're sleeping on the couch and the baby rolls off onto the rug, babies are pretty resilient little creatures.
They bounce pretty well.
Yeah, but it's not the kind of thing. It's not like they're greased pigs and they go sliding all over the place.
Right.
I mean, they tend to hold on.
Pretty easy to handle.
They do. Yeah.
My 24-year-old son had a child, a little beautiful little girl, 18 months ago, and at first same thing. Whoa, you know, and now he's under control, got it together, and man, you should see him run that nursery.
I mean, it's one of the most frightening things is, and especially as guys, is you can't get the baby to stop crying. I mean, that's one of the most frustrating things as well. What are we supposed to do? Oh my God, I'm terrible at this. And then as soon as you do get the baby to stop crying, that first couple times you say, oh, hey, I'm getting good at this whole dad thing. Yep. I'm going to come back and do that some more.
Let's talk about something that many women are often asked, especially working women. People will say, how do you balance work and family? Which, as a woman, I'm a little bit bothered by that. I understand the question, but I don't see why every man isn't asked the same question. You have to balance work and family, too.
We do, and it's an interesting thing is that work and family issues tend to be looked at as women's issues, and the phrase working father doesn't have the same sort of connotation that working mother does. And we're supposed to be at work. That's what we do. As men, we go to work, and that's how our identities are formed, and that's what people tend to look at us based on how much money we're making.
But that's a real throwback to the 40s and 50s, and things are so different now. And they should be different now.
They're different now, I think, among most men and most fathers, but it's not quite different in the workplace. And there was a study that was done not that long ago where they asked, I think, about 1,000 CEOs and HR people from Fortune 1000 companies, said, how much time is it reasonable for a new father to take off after the birth of a baby? And about half of them said none.
Really?
I mean, this is like, in the enlightened 21st
I took 2
century.
weeks, for my kids, but
that's not even enough.
It's really not.
It's not.
Well, a lot of guys can't take leave. They don't want to take leave because they're afraid they're going to be looked at as not being serious about their careers. And so they end up maybe cobbling together a little bit of sick time, a little bit of comp time, and they're able to do it.
As a society, we have to change this way of thinking.
Absolutely.
It's so important that you men have a chance to bond just as much as it is for the women to bond with their babies.
Yeah, and it's wonderful for the kids. That's the most important thing. I mean, that men contribute so much to child development.
The latest book is The Military Father, a hands-on guide for deployed dads coming back from military service. Not so easy to just ease right back into the family, home, happy lifestyle.
There is no family, home, happy lifestyle, at least the way that you thought it was going to be. I mean, these guys are coming into a situation where they may have been gone for a year. The families learn to get along without them. It's not that they don't love them or need them anymore, but these guys come in, and for dads, it's very important to feel needed and wanted. And you come in, and all of a sudden, you're not needed and wanted. You question whether you should be there.
Even though you've been out there laying your life on the line for your family, for your country. I can understand there's got to be a readjustment period, kind of a get reacquainted thing.
Well,
and then there's the post-traumatic stress stuff where people, the door slams and dad goes diving under a table and kids and parents and moms don't know how to deal with that.
Well, that's why
very hard.
Armin Brott has written a whole bunch of books to deal with all those topics. Armin, thank you very much.
Yeah, once again, the latest book is The Military Father, and it is available now.
Coming up on Daytime, we'll have the big reveal of our daddy makeover. Charlie Daly is getting a brand new look.
Should be good.
We'll be back.